Hey Dreamers, it is Jacked Up Plays as you know it, and we're going to continue with this Halloween scene creation made in Dreams. And like I said in the previous video, I will only do some stuff here and there, recording, and the rest I will do in the meantime on my own spare time. And I decided something. I'm going to make the fans today, because it belongs to this pillar, and it's also like something I've never done something like this before, in Dreams at least, and I want to make it also wiki weird. So weird fans and stuff like that, with spikes on top of it, a little creepier. And I was thinking, shall I do that first and then do the rest, or should I do the rest first and then do those spiky things first? And I was like, recording wise, maybe it's better if I already if I already record a few recordings for you guys so you can see how I sculpt, and then I have like a lot more time for myself to finish this eventually in my own time. And I think that's maybe the best way to go for. So that you still have something to watch and how I do stuff. And then like the secret in the end is then going to be like, yeah, I don't know, like the end result. But that you have to see, of course, in Dreams itself. I will, of course, release a video on YouTube eventually, like a launch trade or something like that, or a reveal trade or whatever. So yeah, this is like where we left off, basically, where this is where like I was like seeing like, okay, how can I do the lighting and the overall look and stuff like that. So still have not like changed the overall look, but I'm going to do that in my own time. We're going to make the fans. So without further ado, let's start straight into it, shall we? There we go. All right, so we're going to make the fans. Fans, I have fans. I finally fans. I never had fans, but now I have. I'm gonna make them really wacky weird. That's the thing. Okay, before I'm going to continue, I kind of wanna hide these things because I don't want to see them in my scene. Yeah, how am I going to do them, right? Also, maybe it's smart to not this one. Like now they are connected, so if I change something on this pillar painting wise, it will also change something over there. Or if I change something other stuff on the pillar, it'll also change on that one. Should not forget that. So for you guys, if you do something in Dreams like this, you should not forget to do something like this, because it's so handy to do that you only have to touch one pillar and the clone will do the same. It was a nice update that they did there. One of the updates that I was happy to see. Yeah, the fence. Sorry, I was having a brain freeze right now. How am I going to do this? There are like two ways to make this fence. I can either make it out of paint, right? Because they are like small, or I can actually try, or not try, but I actually can also make this out of Sculpt. And you cannot give me feedback because this is pre-recorded. But there's like two options for me. Like I can use, or like three actually, like real painting, but I'm not going to do that because it's not actual paint. But like flex, using flex basically, like strokes, or sculpting. And I think very hard. My brain hurts doing that. I think sculpting, and I'll explain why. I think sculpting makes a little bit more sense in this creation, although I think it's also maybe a nice contrast between flex and sculpt, as Minimoki always like to see that using. I'm not really big. It's so hard to say this. I'm not really a big fan of flex, depending on what the creation is. Like most of the Minimoki's creation, there's always flex inside being used there, and other creators as well, but mostly Minimoki always use that combination. And they doing it in the right way because they know like the aesthetic of how to use the flex versus like the normal sculpts. I am not really a big fan of those two things because it's not my style. And I kind of want to still, even though I'm creating out of my comfort zone, doing something that I've not really done before in this particular form, I still want to have my signature on these sculptures. It's like, hey, this is still Jacta's out of Jacta's hand. So that is basically why I'm not very like useful with the flags being used. I maybe do it for the lanterns that I'm going to use, like for like smaller parts in the creation, the lanterns. I'm maybe going to use the flags for maybe. I can also maybe use. It really depends. It really depends how what I'm going for with the style. I don't know. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let me let me go create the fans. Now I said this is going to look very weird. This is going to be odd looking fans. So it's not something that you are familiar with. I'm all going to make it black, not super dark, but like a tint lower. Let's like not this one, but the one lower. There's a reason for that. And I'm going to make them like if someone made it painterly looking, but not like it's hard to tell. It's hard to explain what I mean. But I will show you. So we're just going to use this. We're going to stretch this one out like so. And it's going to be like an like a wonkly fans thing. So it's going to be all like it goes down like this and so and all the way up here. And then we're going to stamp it. And then you're like, that's weird, right? It is weird. It is absolutely weird. But there is a reason for that. I am going to lower this because it doesn't have to be high quality. And because it's in the distance anyway. And now comes a little bit of a challenge for me. I can also do it like with another technique though. But I'm doing it like this. So yeah, I was about to say I can also do it with I don't know with spheres and then clone it really after each other. But this is fine. This is I don't mind doing this. Okay, so this one goes like I want to make it like really weird, like really wonky weird, and then we stamp it into the scene as well. And I might maybe change the right angle for this. There we go. You can see that like it has now a curve, right? So the curve is like this, and eventually I want to go that goes down again. So we have to do one more time. Wait, I am in. Yeah, this is the same scope, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will lose quality eventually, but I'm going to use it one more time. So it's fine. Totally fine. There we go. And then we're going down again. And it doesn't really matter if it's like straight or not, because the rest of the whole fans is not going to be straight. So that's going to be the way how I'm going to do this. And we don't really have to go further anymore, because here that's basically the end of the whole creation scene. Maybe I already went too far, because like the camera is going to be around, I don't know, around here. Maybe going to spread these things out still. So that's like in consideration that I want to go for. But why is there still like dots in the whole scene? Is it because like it did not refresh? Oh, it did not refresh much. Yeah, it always takes time before everything is gone. There you go. It only get gone when you're looking at it. Okay, but that's not Distract myself. Okay, now we need to make the spikes. And the spikes, I will do it separately. And we also need to make something that like it holds the whole place, right? Probably not going to do in this video. Depends on how far we get. The spikes I will do. I can. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a good question. Am I going to do it out of one sculpt? Yes. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. We're doing it out of one sculpt. The reason why is it saves me some time. And it's easier for like painting. Well, no, that's not true, actually. That's bullshit what I'm now saying. But it will save me time. That's for sure. And this needs to be a little bit smaller. And then we're going to, and this one is going to be super random as well. But wait. I need to have a placeholder. Otherwise I don't know where to go. I need to have a placeholder. Because in the end they need to go in the same socket ground thing. So I'm not going to use this, of course, but just as a placeholder that I know exactly where they have to go inside. Because I'm going to make here a wall eventually. And we go a little bit further for the sake of it. There we go. So now we know exactly where I have to go inside. Otherwise I'm just guessing, and then yeah, it's not going to be looking. Should have maybe done that earlier, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm not going to use this. And we go down again. Whee. So this one always leaves into there. And then everything in between, we can, let me make this a little bit smaller. Like so. And everything in between, we can go nuts. So we can like make this really weird and wonky. As long as this is still going inside here in the same place. But the rest we can still do really weird. We can still do this. The only sad thing about this particular technique is, or like this way of doing this, is that like is like you cannot like edit it later on anymore. So I cannot say like, oh, I made a mistake, so I can pick up the points again that I want to use. I wish that Meet the Molecule still had that update somewhere added into this Dreams tool, but we're not getting it because like we're not getting any live support anymore from this wonderful tool, sadly. So yeah, we have to row with the boat that we are. Also, I'm not really a big fan of how it goes here. Maybe it can just like go till there. I think this is already pretty far enough for me. Because I'm not going to leave the camera. Because here we get like the lantern. It's going to be a lantern. And then like in all the way in the side we get the tree. And that one is already covering this whole place anyway. So, and if I need more, I can always like extend it further on. So let's continue. This is a little bit time consuming. Because I cannot clone them. For people that are probably going to be already in my comments, but you can clone them, Jakta. Yes, you can, but that's not what I'm going for. Because if I clone, we always have the same outcome with how they look, right? I don't want that. I don't want to have the same outcome. So I want them to be unique. And that saves, sorry, and that is like a little bit time consuming. So I kind of want to make them like really weird. Some are longer, some are smaller. And on the top of these things, and I think those I'm going to do in a separate sculpt. Because if I'm also going to do that in the same sculpt, I mean, you can do it, but maybe I will do it. Maybe. Maybe I will do it in the same sculpt. I have to see how complex it's going to be if I do that. But if it's going to be too complex, then I will do it in a separate sculpt. But maybe I'll do it. There. This one is a little bit higher. And as long as at the endpoint goes down here, we are good to go. And they need to be in the same line. Here we can like go a little bit nuts on it. We have to make sure that it still hits this bar thing. So it is time consuming, sadly, but as long as like the end result is going to, what I can do, there is maybe a cloning part that we can do. If I have a certain motif of this fence, I can maybe clone them a little bit faster later on. That is a possibility. To save myself a little bit time. I will see what I'm going to do with that, because maybe I can just clone here and there a few things along the line. And this one goes in here. We do also this one like so. Stamp. There we go. So yeah, now I have a little bit of an idea of how my fence is going to look like. It's going to be looking very wacky and weird. That's what I'm going for. And I love doing this stuff. No, I'm not going to lie. I think we can already maybe clone. So let's use the precise tool. And I can maybe already clone a few things. Just to save myself a little bit of time. And just make sure that we are not using the same pattern every time. I can like change a little bit of like the way how it looks. Although now it looks like it's still in the same cloning part. Let's see. You can maybe put more space into them. And this a little bit more here. Like I said, I'm not going for repeat mode, so I want to make them look unique as much as possible. That saves a lot of time. I think I'm going to make one more unique, and then we can clone the heck out of it. So I'm just going to put this a little bit higher. And that one goes in the ground. Let me see. Maybe like so. Okay, like this. Like that. So we have one more. Although he almost looks like the same, but like it's basically like a reversed version of this one. So I think now we can basically clone the rest. And then this one. And we can use this one. And then this one. And we're going to put this more down. Because like I said, I don't want to go for repetition. So it has to, it needs to be look like someone made this fence and didn't really know what to do. Like that's how like it needs to look. Like it needs to look like it's just randomly placed, but still like creepy enough. You know what I mean? Like I hope you know what I mean. You probably know what I mean. We're going to clone this one here. Like so. We clone this. Yeah, we need to leave it higher one, so maybe clone this one. Because here we're going a little bit more up, so it's a little bit harder to do that. Then we need this one. I think I need to make here a manual one because we're going up here. And well, you understand probably why. Also, what I also have to think of is that these things are inside the whole thing. There we go. And here we're going down anyway. So I can use this. Don't really like that. I'm just going to make a straight one here. At least like as straight as possible. For creepy standard straight, you know, like doesn't have to be super straight, but like straight as in this thing already looks weird enough. There we go. And then we can use this one for here. I think this already looks pretty sick. Like this already looks pretty cool. And then we of course need to like put something down here that they are like actually like inside something else. But I think that we're already getting where I want to go. I think only that I don't like the way how this looks. I'm just going to change a little bit here. Also the spacing probably have to like tweak a little bit because some are very close to each other and others are not. So probably have to space them out a little bit better. Maybe remove this one here. So it's really hard to grab some of this. Like he doesn't want to grab always the one I want. And remove that one. Just changing a little bit of the spacing. There we go. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly the same space everywhere, but just like enough space so that we don't have to use too much of these things. What am I going to use here? This one maybe? And then put a little bit more down. And then... Oh. That was not inside the sculpts. One over here. Then a higher one over there, but it goes a little bit lower. Then we need one like here. Can be a little bit closer to this one. And then we need straight version again. And then I don't know, this one. We're almost there. I think I'm already like have too much already, because you're probably not going to see it in the creation. And wait, are these two the same? Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. Straight one. And there's not really much of a pattern in here, but that's on purpose. All right, I think I'm done. So that's the creepy fence that I was like talking about. And now we can delete this again. So now everything is like still in one go. So now I can like create something under there. Now we are 3% of the graphics thermo. That's included the 2% of this one and 1% of the fans, which is good. I think we are doing pretty well so far with the graphics thermo. So hopefully we can like make this creation as light as possible and with as much moody as possible as well. I'm thinking how I'm going to do underneath here, because like it needs to connect basically to this pillar. So I can either way clone this one and do it like this. That's a way to do it, like to save a lot of time, right? That's the way to do it. Or like delete this and work from here on. I mean, we can do that. Saves me time. It will add up graphics thermo though, because like I'm now like changing the what if I do it like this? Is that going to be super weird? It does save me time. It really does save me a lot of time. I mean, pretty much. The only thing that we have to make on top of it is an additional what was I about to say? Yeah, so only that like the railing needs to go somewhere in. I'm going to make it super simple. I'm not going to go too crazy on that department. How am I going to do this here? How does it look like if I'm just pushing this all the way over there? With a bit more straight line, which is not bad. I think this works pretty much. This works, right? And now we only have to clone it. Maybe I'm not really sure. If I should keep the same. Yeah, I think maybe we're going to make like things on the like something in the front, so you can still see there's now like repetition going on, but I can morph that away with plants or with like trees and stuff like that. So we can basically hide that. I think that's what we're going to do. Let me group this, and I'm going to connect these two things together. So if we are changing something here, then it will change on all of them. So I can like do a little bit of like make it less obvious that it's been cloned. And just need to build a little bit further on. Also, this is really weird. There you go. I must say, this really saves me time. Like it's like I only have like 1 month, right? So it really saves me. So and that's all I wanna go for anyway. There we go. So that's one side. And now basically what we need to do, and this is something I have to sculpt, is part where it's like it's sitting into. Like you can also like make it like it's inside the stone, but that's weird because that's not very like will not hold much to it. So we have to make it more sturdy. Sorry. We have to make it more sturdy than this. So what I'm going to do, it's very simple. We don't really have to make it super high quality for this because you're not going to see it much. Maybe some bits here and there you're going to see, but not so much. But we need to make something where things are like make sense. Am I going to use it like this? No, I will cut that later on. And then we're going to swipe all this back here. There we go. Connect it with that one. That's fine. Stamp it in this place. And now we need to fine tune this. Just enough that I'm happy with that. And I think yeah, how much are we going to see this? That's the question that I have right now. How much is this for the person to see it? It depends. Maybe I will do like different camera angles anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Whoa, that's a big boy. Yeah, this is... I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this, by the way. But the reason why I'm placing this here... Oh! Wait, what happened? Oh, no. Huh? Oh. Oh, no. Did I do that in my own way, or what? I can't remember that I did this. Okay, that was... Did I do this? I don't remember. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can I save this still for myself? I hope so. I think that I made a mistake while I was like making this that I didn't look at if the whole fence was like in place again. Oh no. How stupid of me. Don't worry. We can fix this. I'm going to fix this. Yeah, I can't recall if I did this like later on or not. It's I cannot really recall, to be honest. Don't worry. We got this, we got this. No, no problem. We're almost there. It's an easy fix. It's not like it's end of the world. And the last one. Yeah, how stupid of me. Okay, that's better. I don't know what happened there. Maybe, or I accidentally hit it, or I have no idea what happened there. Okay, but it looks fine to me. And basically, yeah, I'm not going to keep it like this. Like, this is not going to stay here, I think. Because like you're not going to see it. I will let it stay like this, but you're not going to see it. There's going to be trees in front of it. We're going to group all this together, and then we have another one over here as well. Why does it... one sec. Oh, come on. I hate when that happens. Is it me, or is it that this one is lower? I mean, it doesn't have to be super perfect, but it looks like this is not in the same level. Weird. I thought I cloned that in a perfect way. Yeah, it could be that like the gateway is maybe still a little bit too narrow. So I'm probably going to like space them a little bit better out eventually. That is what I'm going to do. I think that this is way too narrow for what I have envisioned. Something like this. And then we have the trees in the side. The pathway goes on. Grass fields in the foreground. Oh, sorry, grass fields in the background. Pumpkins in the foreground. And then we're good to go. The only thing we need to do is paint. Oh no, we're not ready yet. I kind of want to make spikes. I kind of want to make spikes on it. Oh no. Okay, we have to make this identical clone. Okay, now I did that. And we did that as well. There we go. So now it's all identical. How about this one? Wait. How is this not the same? Are these two different? Should not be, right? Oh. Pretty sure it should not be like that. Let me okay. Apparently they were not. My mistake. Okay. Let me do that again. Like here. Go. Now we need to make sure that those are linked as well. Now they are linked. Okay, good. So now they are linked. The only thing is that like it doesn't have the good. Oh, it doesn't have the good side on. Yeah. Okay, so this is like basically what I had in mind, and I'm thinking, should we use the spikes or not? I'm not really sure if this is something that I want. I do not know. I'm going to try. I'm going to try if I like it. If I don't, then it should be copied, right? No. Wait, what? I cloned this. Don't tell me I didn't. Oh. Now it's cloned. Now it's cloned. There you go. Of course I didn't, because like I deleted it. I remember. I remember. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure if this is going to be something that I want to go for, because like you can already tell by doing this. I'm going to lose quality big time. So of course I can upgrade my graphics terminal a little bit for this creation, but let's see how that works. I mean, for distance, how many graphic term we have? 4%. Oh, I can upgrade this a little bit better. Yeah, that's the far as I can go, I think. Yeah, this is the far as I can go. Then we have 5% graphics thermo. That's totally fine to me for this whole thing here. That's fine to me. I can always, because like the background is not going to be that much anyway. And now we have like a little bit better with the spikes here to work around with. I'm just going to clone these. And put them some lower than the other ones, but I'm not going to reshape them or anything. Maybe we'll change the direction a little bit of the outcome. Oh, this is weird. There we go. So yeah, I kind of like it with spikes a little bit better. That's it brings more creepy to the, oh my god. It brings more creepy to the whole creation, you know. Oh, one. Just make sure. And also that people cannot like, well, people can still climb over this. Pretty sure you can climb over this. I mean, if you are like tiny or like thin enough, you can even go between those things. But yeah, I do kind of like the spikes on it. It definitely brings and adds up to a bit more. I'm only changing the direction here and there a little bit, so. And I'm like, yeah, kind of like it. So they're not like looking the same. And luckily for us, we only have to do it one side because the other side is doing it for us. That's the good thing about it. And then we need to paint it still. Although painting is like not going to be super long. It's only that we just a little bit painting, and also the way how it behaves in the lighting, because like it's the default lighting settings. Maybe not going to paint because like you're not seeing it. You're not going to see it. So maybe I will leave the painting alone for this one. It's like it's technically not like seeable. Yeah, that looks way cooler with these spikes. I'm happy that I made this decision. Probably have to find. I like probably have to fine tune a few things here and there. You're like some are looking a little bit off. This one still is not good. Like the fun part is like they're also not like super straight and like crooked, and I love that because our whole creation is going to be like this. So I love to do stuff like this. It's like I've never done something like this before, like in creation style like this. But like I said, I want to change my comfort zone a little bit. Like you can always go for the same style, which I have been pretty much doing since I was working on Aria. Always going for that one particular style of like colorful. But now we're going to change the whole vibe, Halloween vibe, creepy and dark, and I'm over halfway actually. So we're getting there. And I have to do it manually. I cannot like clone the. I am cloning it, but I cannot like do, like I cannot do like this. I cannot do that. So because it's all manually made, so we cannot do stuff like that. Sadly, so that's why it takes a little bit more time, because I'm doing everything manually. But it will, oh man, it adds so much to it right now. I love it already. And it's not even like, we're not even close with finishing this creation. Like we have so much to add still. The trees, the ground, the grass. There's so much to go. So much to do. So much to do, so much to go. I'm also changing a little bit of like the directions here and there, so like it looks like it's going all over the place. I love that. Make sure they are placed properly. I'm a little bit hard to tell. Two more. I'm almost there. Let me finish this. One more. Nice. There it is. The fence has been created. Now all we need to do is open this menu. I'm going to close here. And oh, you know what is so nice about this? This is why you sculpt in one sculpt most of the time. So it's easier to create all this in one go. So I'm going to keep the left one as my base editing. So I'm going to connect all the things that I think I might need to use. Second tab. Do we need something here? Probably not. I think I'm going to also put loosiness on there together. Okay, so now I only have to like use one of this thing here, and then the rest will be applied to the other one. We're going to make it more shinier, but not too much. I would say 25%, and metal, I would say 70%. And well, here we can still choose the darkness, although it's already pretty dark. And I think I'm going to put I want to say put more loosiness on it, because like I said, you're not going to see it. Ooh, I'm not sure if I'm liking this. How is it looking with the camera? That's my question. Like, I'm not really liking the way how like it's glinstering. And that's because mostly it's because like the object is so tiny. and the sun is like super like bright, or like the moon in this case. So I'm going to maybe put it on the other way around. So and then I'm not wackiness. I would say then 80% of metal and maybe 0 loosiness. How's that going to look? It's still glinstering, but now we're not. Now we're losing a lot of like. Ooh, this one is not so easy. I would say 20% this one, and then should I just like take the glinstering for what it is? Ooh, boo, 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 boo. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I can maybe think of like a solution with aperture. Like we have to use it eventually. Like the distance is going to be blurry a little bit. Yeah, we cannot really see it much right now because we don't have anything in the distance. Oh boy. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. Like, my camera is probably going to be around here. I also don't want to put too much blur in the foreground. Yeah, blur is not really doing much. I have to see how I'm going to fix the glinstering issue. It is mostly because of like of how Dreams works, because like the object is very small. This is basically an engine issue. Because like the flecks are so small, right? Like it's when the light bounces on the sculpture, like all these little flecks are now like casting lightning. So I have to see. There are two things that what I can do is I can keep it like this, and I will like sculpt further on, and then see how it goes with all the trees in the scene, with the things in the background and stuff like that. Now, if that still like does this weird stuff, I can maybe also disable the reflection and then paint the reflection. Now this only works if the camera is static. Now the camera is static in this creation because like I'm making a scene and not like some that you can walk inside. That is a possibility to do for me to do it like that. But I have to see. I'm not sure if that is going to be the case for me for this one. But yeah, so I was going to leave it like here. I think I did pretty much a lot for today in today's video. We made the fence. I think that the loosiness is maybe too much still. Now that I'm looking at it, I would keep it for like maybe 8%. It's still like shimmering a little bit, but it is what it is. I cannot find any other way to do this, actually. Remove the camera. I don't need that one right now. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Let me pick a nice camera spot so I can use it for my thumbnail for YouTube. So this is like it for today's video. Like I said, I do not know what else I'm going to record. Maybe the trees, or maybe the pathway, or you will see soon. It can happen that from now on, really from now on, there will be more stuff be added. But I think we already have pretty much a nice mood set up for everything. The fence, I think the fence really is nice with the spikes on top of it. I see some arrows here and there, by the way. Some arrows are, some spikes are wrong placed. I see that now. I'll fix that. But yeah, so I think that like the spikes really adds a nice detail on it, and I really love how they are like not in a very like the same motif all the time. So they have like the same pattern. I mean, like the same. So they are like really weird, wonkly. Of course, there's like a certain pattern maybe here and there, but like it's not like a continuation of it. And I like that. I like that randomness in things. Especially for creations like this, because like I want to keep it like spooky, unique, and this is what I want to go for. So yeah, I will leave it like here. I hope you enjoyed the series, so mini series so far. It's not going to be a super long series because like there's a lot to do for me and less time to work on, and the more I record, the less time I have. Yeah, I like it so far, and it's not even like we have done much. Like we only have done the gate and like the fence, and like as soon as like the whole world is going to build, like the grass fields and stuff in the distance, the pumpkins and the trees in the trees are also going to be a challenge for me, because like I made a tree one or two in the well some while ago, but I never really spent too much time creating trees. Now trees are not like super like difficult to make, but they are time consuming to make a really good one. So so I'm a little bit nervous about the trees, about the sculpting one. I'm not sure if I'm going to record the sculpting trees, but because I think that's pretty time consuming to do them in the proper way. Yeah, sorry if you wanted to see me doing that. I can maybe stream it again and do it again on stream, but yeah, I really want to like save myself some time here and there, so I'm just going to probably not do the trees. Maybe I do, I don't know, I will have to see. But I think that maybe doing the lanterns is pretty cool to make and show that on recording. Maybe the manor itself, but I think the manor is going to be super simple in the distance. I'm not going to put much detail on those things. So yeah, I will see where it leads me. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you're living, and whenever you're watching this, of course. And I hope you cannot wait for me, just like me, not for wait for me, but just like me, when all this is finished. I hope I can finish this in the end of October. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee, but I'm going to do an attempt at least. So yeah, hopefully it will be released in the end of October. So look forward to that, hopefully. See you next time. And don't forget to dream. Bye-bye.